We're covering 14 critical situations that could happen to anyone, anytime. Situations where knowing what to do in the first 3 seconds can mean the difference between a close call and a tragedy. Let's make sure you're ready. Number 14, brake failure. You're coming down a hill. You press the brake pedal, it goes straight to the floor. Nothing happens. You press again, harder. Still nothing. Your brakes are gone. The stop sign ahead is getting closer. What do? A, turn off the engine to stop the car. B, yank the emergency brake as hard as you can. C, pump the brakes, downshift through the gears, and gradually apply the emergency brake. D, steer into something soft like bushes to stop. Stay calm. You have options. Pump the brakes hard and fast to build pressure. If that doesn't work, downshift through the gears. Third, second, first. Your engine will slow the car. Still going too fast? Gradually pull the emergency brake while holding the release button. Don't yank it or you'll spin out. Look for somewhere safe to stop. An uphill road, escape ramp, field or parking lot. Don't panic. Use engine braking, emergency brake, and find the safest place to stop. While you're doing this, scan for somewhere safe. Number 13, hydroplaning heavy rain. You're driving your family through it. Suddenly the steering feels weightless. The car isn't responding. You've started hydroplaning. Your tires have lost contact with the road and you're riding on water. What do? A, rake hard to regain traction. B, turn the wheel sharply to fight the slide. C, ease off the gas, don't brake, and keep the wheel straight. D, accelerate to power through the water. Every instinct tells you to brake hard or steer aggressively. Do either and you'll spin out. Ease off the gas. Don't brake, don't turn, keep the wheel straight. In 1 or 2 seconds, your tires will grip again. You'll feel it when they catch. Stay calm and wait it out. Number 12, stuck gas pedal. Your foot is off the gas, but the car keeps accelerating. Faster and faster. The gas pedal is stuck wide open. What do? Turn off the engine immediately. B, shift to neutral. Brake firmly, then pull over before turning off the engine. C, pump the gas pedal to try to unstick it. D, put the car in park while moving. You need to act right now. Shift into neutral immediately, even if the engine screams, even if it sounds like it's going to explode. Shift to neutral. This disconnects the engine from the wheels. The car stops accelerating. Now brake firmly. The car will slow down. Here's critical. Don't turn off the engine while you're moving. If you do, you lose power steering and power brake becomes almost impossible to turn. Number 11, steering failure. Your steering wheel won't turn. Or it's turning, but nothing's happening to the wheel. You're a passenger in your own car, unable to control where it's going. Your family is along for a ride nobody wanted. What do? Hazard lights on. Now everyone knows you're in trouble. Start braking, but gradually, too hard, and you'll completely lose control. Downshift to help slow the vehicle. Use whatever steering you still have, even if it's just a little bit, to aim for the safest path. The shoulder, a parking lot, an open field, anywhere away from other cars. Your goal is simple. Slow down and get out of traffic. Number 10, animal in the road. A deer jumps in front of your car. Your kid yells, "Daddy, watch out." You have less than a second to decide. What do? Brake or swerve? The answer could save your family's life. For small animals, squirrels, rabbits, even cats, maintain your lane and brake if safe. It sounds cruel, but swerving sends you into oncoming traffic or off the road. A head-on collision with another family because you swerve for a squirrel? That's the real tragedy. For large animals, deer, elk, moose, brake hard in a straight line. Don't swerve into other lanes. Hitting a deer is terrible, but it's survivable. A head-on collision or rolling your vehicle off the road, those kill people. Keep both hands on the wheel. Brake as hard as you can in a straight line. Let your car's safety systems do their job. Number 9, skidding on ice or snow. You hit black ice. The back of your car starts sliding sideways. You're losing control with your whole family inside. This is where most drivers make it worse. What do? Don't slam the brakes. That locks your wheels and you'll just slide faster with zero control. Don't jerk the steering wheel. That can send you into a full spin. Here's what works. Steer where you want the front of the car to go. If the back end slides right, turn right. If it slides left, turn left. Think of it as pointing the front of your car toward where you want to be. Ease off the gas. Gently correct your steering. Small movements, not big ones. Your tires will eventually catch and grip the road again. When they do, you'll feel the car stabilize. Until then, smooth and gentle is what keeps you from spinning out completely. Number 8, hood flies up. You're driving when suddenly your hood flies up and slams against the windshield. You can't see anything. What do? Don't panic brake. That could cause someone to rear-end you or make you lose control. Lean over and look out the side window. Or look through the gap at the bottom of the hood if there is one. Turn on your hazards so everyone knows you're in trouble. Slow down gradually with gentle brake pressure. Use the white line on the road edge as your guide. Pull over as soon as you safely can. Number 7, vehicle fire. You smell smoke, then you see it. Wisps coming from under the hood, then flames. Your car is on fire. You have seconds before this becomes deadly. What do? Pull over immediately. Engine off. Everyone out of the car right now. No grabbing bags, no looking for phones. Out. Move at least 100 feet away from the vehicle. Fires spread fast and gas tanks can explode. Call 911. Never open the hood. Opening it feeds oxygen to the fire and can cause it to explode outward into your face. Let it burn. Let the firefighters handle it. Your car is just metal and plastic. Your family is irreplaceable. The moment you smell smoke or see flames, the decision is already made. Get your loved ones out and get them far away. Number 6, headlight failure at night. You're driving your family home on a dark road. Both headlights go out at once. You're in complete darkness. Your kids ask what happened. You're wondering the same thing. What do? Hazard lights on immediately. At least other drivers can see you. Try the headlight switch several times. Sometimes it's just a bad connection that resets. High beams? Try those. Fog lights? Turn them on. Parking lights? Anything that gives you some visibility. Slow way down and get off the road as soon as possible. Number 5, sudden obstacles. A ladder falls off a truck ahead. A shopping cart rolls into your lane. Something is suddenly in your path, and you have a split second to react. What do? Brake or swerve? The wrong choice could kill everyone. If you have room to stop, brake hard in a straight line. Don't brake and swerve at the same time. Your car can either steer well or brake well, but not both at maximum effectiveness. If you absolutely must swerve, release the brakes while steering around the obstacle. Then brake again after you've cleared it. Your tires have only so much grip to give. Use it for one thing at a time. And here's something crucial. Look where you want to go, not at the obstacle. Your hands unconsciously steer toward whatever you're looking at. You're on the highway. The engine suddenly cuts out. No power. The car is just coasting. Your dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. What do? Try restarting while coasting. Turn the key. Sometimes it catches and you're back in business. Not starting? Shift to neutral so the wheels can roll freely. Turn on hazards. Now here's important. Your power steering and brakes still work, but they're much harder to use. You'll need to push harder on everything. Signal and coast toward the shoulder. Critical warning. Don't turn the key all the way off while moving. If you do, the steering wheel locks and you lose all ability to steer. Engine running or engine dead, you can still steer, but turn that key to off. The steering wheel locks and you're done. Keep it in the on position until you're completely stopped. Number 3, warning lights that mean stop now. Your dashboard lights up. Red warning lights. Most people keep driving. I'll deal with it later. What do when you see a red oil pressure, temperature, brake, or battery warning light? Some of those lights mean your car is about to catastrophically fail with your family inside. Oil pressure warning light. Your engine isn't getting lubrication. Every second you drive, you're grinding metal against metal. In minutes, your engine will seize completely, possibly locking up your wheels at highway speed. Temperature warning light. Your engine is overheating. Keep driving, and you'll warp the cylinder head or blow the head gasket. Or worse, the engine could catch fire. Brake warning light with a soft pedal. Your brake system is failing right now. You might have 1 or 2 pumps left before you have nothing. Battery light with dimming electronics. Your charging system failed. Soon, you'll lose all electrical power, no power steering, no power brakes. Then, the engine dies. These aren't suggestions. They're warnings that continuing to drive could kill you. See one of these? Pull over safely as soon as possible. Turn off the engine. Call for help. Number 2, engine overheating. Your temperature gauge climbs into the red. Steam might be coming from under the hood. Your engine is overheating. You have to act fast. Turn off the air conditioning immediately. It's putting extra strain on an already struggling engine. Now turn your heater on full blast. Yes, even in summer. The heater pulls heat away from the engine and transfers it into the cabin. You'll roast, but the engine might survive. Temperature still climbing. Pull over now. Engine off. Never ever open the radiator cap when the engine is hot. The coolant is under extreme pressure and superheated way beyond boiling. Opening that cap releases a geyser of scalding liquid that can cause horrific burns. Wait 30 minutes minimum. Only then check the coolant level. An overheating engine can turn into an engine fire in minutes. Don't gamble. Pull over, shut it down, and wait for it to cool. Number 1, tire blowout, but you're on the highway with your family. Without warning, your tire explodes. The sound is like a gunshot. Your vehicle jerks violently to one side. What do? You have 3 seconds before you lose complete control. Your brain screams at you to slam the brakes. But if you do that, you could flip the car. Here's what saves your family instead. Grip the steering wheel with both hands. Don't touch the brakes. Not yet. Ease off the gas and let physics slow you down. The car will pull hard to one side. Fight it. Keep the wheel straight. Your arms will burn from the effort, but hold it steady. Only after you've slowed significantly should you gently steer toward the shoulder, then brake. Those few seconds of controlling your panic, not hitting the brakes, not jerking the wheel, that's what keeps everyone alive. Protect your family. Be ready. Thanks for watching.